All right, this is number 15 on page 324. And in this, we're identifying equations that are in quadratic form and using a u substitution. So I'm looking at this equation, and I'm finding a function of x that's in one position and squared in another position or another term. So if I look at this square root of I in the denominator, that's in squared form right here. So I'm going to take 1 over the square root of I as the function of x, and then that has a coefficient of 1 right there. And if I look at it then squared form, 1 over the square root of, so 1 over the square root of y squared, and then I give it a coefficient of 2, this, when I square it, is 1 over y, and times 2 would get me the 2 over y. So those are those two terms, and then to get this fully in quadratic form, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides and get it equal to 0. So I have 2 times the function of x squared plus 1 times the function of x minus 1 equals 0. So I'm going to let u represent 1 over y, or 1 over the square root of y, and substitute the u. So 2u squared plus 1u minus 1 equals 0. And this equation factors easily. 2u, u, 1, and 1. So we get a positive here and a negative here. So my solutions are u is equal to 1/2, and u is equal to -1. So now substituting back 1 over the square root of y for u, and then, we can see that if these two are equivalent, that the denominator is, if this is 2, then the square root of y equals 2. But you can also look at this as a proportion and cross multiply it. Square root of y times 1 equals 2 times 1. And so then I'm going to square both sides. So I get y is equal to 4. And then on this side, when I put back in 1 over the square root of y equals -1, I could look at that as a proportion also, and I have the negative square root of y is equal to 1 times 1, or 1. And right there, before even doing anything and checking this answer, the negative root of a number isn't going to be a positive. So that one doesn't work. So my solution initially here is y equals 4. And when you put it into this, you get 1/2 plus 1/2 equals 1, and it checks. And that is it.